Get all your Star Wars figs and more at the eBay store Bounty Hunters Guild. Links in the description, check them out. What's going on, guys? Mr. Domo here, back again with another action figure review. This time it's on the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series, and here we have Din Djarin and the child, pretty much almost like a deluxe set. You pretty much have everything here. Really awesome. And of course, if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and share this video. It really helps me provide more content for you guys, and of course it really helps the channel out. So here we have this awesome set. I mean, beautiful. Here you can see, obviously you have the Chow, you have the Pram, obviously you have Mando, all his accessories here. You got some of that Beskar bricks there, and of course the tracking device. Really awesome set. Here, man, this right here, this is really absolutely gorgeous. Nice. I love this art right here. And of course, as you can see in the background, you have the Razor Crest, and you have one of the Mandalorians, or maybe that's him, I'm not really sure. Obviously it's got to be somebody else right there in the background. So really cool. And then of course here on the back you do have the bile, and actually this is number 5 of the Mandalorian Black Series, which is kind of interesting, you know, for being a big set. You know, usually the deluxe sets are usually like they don't have a number designation, but this one actually does, and it's number 5. So really cool. So there it is, man. Really awesome packaging. Like I said, I love this new Black Series packaging. So here it is. It is a big set, so what I'm going to do is bust it out of the packaging, lay everything out, and so we can take a closer look at this awesome action figure. Alright guys, so there he is, all laid out, man. This thing looks amazing. I'm gonna go over each of the items that you see right here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is start with the child, and then of course the pram. The child is very interesting because it is a little bit different on this guy, and it's not the actual the same child that we got in the Black Series in the tiny little box. So as you can see right here, man, just to show you, look at that. There is so much details with this guy right here. I think they put more time into this paint app than they did with the original child. Even on top right there, looks really nice. So I would say that this guy is pretty much a semi-articulated figure, because the only thing that the only articulation that he has is that his head does swivel side to side, and his hands do rotate. So as you can see right there, this little hand rotates and that little hand rotates, and that's pretty much all you get. That's all you're gonna get as articulation. Other than that, the feet are pretty much, that's one mold right there. They did fix the issue with the original release of the child where it was unpainted. Now they actually painted the collar and then of course the cuff. But overall, man, this is a really nice piece, and I think they spent a lot more time on the detail and on the paint app with the child here, and it looks really good. Actually, it's really damn good. So going to the pram here, don't put that guy off to the side. Oh, I did notice that I do have a little smudge right there of black paint, but it's not a big deal. Now with the pram here, this is really nice too. So it is kind of one piece. You do have this panel here that you can take off. It kind of just clips on, as you can see right there. Really nice. It's really, I mean, you know, I love the little kind of like gold, you know, metallic finish there onto the top and on the back here. Really nice. It does come with this stand. Now the stand is pretty much a clear solid piece right here, just a normal stand, and you do have a peg hole, and it actually works pretty damn well. So it fits in right there, and you could pretty much display it however you want. You just unsnap this part, and then you can put the child in there, and there's actually some details in there. So if you guys can see that, it looks really nice. So it's really cool. I kind of really dig this. Now you can put the child in it standing up, obviously. There's no other really way to display them in the pram, so you pretty much have them like this. Can you close the pram while the child's in there? Yes, you can. You just have to lay them down just kind of like this, kind of weird in an awkward position, and then you can't close it up. So if you want to, you know, store your child in there, you know, baby Yoda, not your actual child, you can do it. So there it is. So really nice, and it works. So actually it looks pretty good having them outside displayed in the pram. Now the other accessory is, of course, you do have the little tracking device of the child, and of course here it is. Real simple, but it's pretty nice. You know, you do have a little red beak in there, and so you do have this. Now you could just, if you don't want to, you know, have it on Mando here, you could probably just throw it in the pram. Not a big deal. The next thing is these little Beskar bricks here. really cool. As you can see, there is some you do have some texture onto the sides of them, so it looks really good. And then you have the little imperial symbol. You do have 5 of them, so they're all pretty much the same way. So again, if you don't have anywhere to put them, I'm probably just gonna, so there's 5 right there. They're all the same, but if you have no space to put them, I'm just gonna throw them all in the pram right there. I mean, it's just gonna be loaded up. So really interesting. This piece right here, there's not really much you could do about it. It's just gonna be off to the side. So there's that. And the next one here is, of course, his rocket pack, and it is really nice. You know, same thing that we got. The color's a little bit different. I really do want to do a comparison of all the Mandalorians because I have noticed a little bit of difference between them, and of course the paint app. But this one's a little bit darker, which I noticed, and of course it does have the 3 peg system here to go onto the back. The only down part is, of course, with this guy is that if you want to attach the rocket pack, then you have to take off the rifle on the back. So that's the only down part. Now, going to the rifle, this is a little bit different. As you can tell, I don't know, man, it's not all one solid piece, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's got some silver right there. It stops, there's this one portion of the barrel where it's darker, and then of course here at the tip is silver. The buttstock seems a little bit more brown than that reddish brown that we've seen before, and then of course you have the nice scope right there, and again it's all black. So pretty interesting. Some minor changes onto this figure. So like I said, I really want to do that comparison with all the Mandalorians because there is some slight changes onto some of the accessories, and of course definitely the weapons. So there is the rifle right there. The next accessory, of course, he would have the sidearm, his blaster pistol. And so let me get this thing out. And of course he does have a holster for it, and you do have a little kind of like a little latch here to secure your pistol. Now the pistol does seem a little different too. I would say the pistol grip is definitely going back to that brown, a little bit darker brown, or almost the same brown. It kind of seems a little bit darker, and then of course this one's definitely like more silver all the way around the pistol. So like I said, little different little changes here with the paint app, so not too bad. Alright, so now going to Mandalorian here, of course you do have the removable helmet, and here, let me just get this thing off. It is a little bit tight, I'm not gonna lie. This is like my first time popping it off. So here is the scope of, here's the face map, of course, of Djarin, and it doesn't look too bad. The hair's a little bit, looks a little funky and stuff like that. His nose looks a little squished, but overall, I think it looks pretty good for the face map and everything like that. You got some really good texture onto his hair and everything like that. And like I said, this helmet fits in really nice and snug. So let me show you the helmet here. So not really much going on. It looks a little, it's definitely soft. So as you can see right here, it's a little mismolded right there. It's got like a little weird, I don't know, man. It's like a weird bulge going inward. But overall, man, the helmet looks really nice, obviously, but it is a softer plastic, and that's gonna help you just kind of put that helmet right over the Mandalorian. So it actually works, and it's tight and everything like that, and I kind of like it that you actually are able to see underneath a little bit, and you can see it's actually his chin. So really good. Overall, I think there's a little bit subtle differences, I want to say, onto the outfit. Obviously, he is wearing the Beskar armor upgrade kind of, but here I have noticed a little bit of brown, and it's not as shiny as when we got the Beskar armor Mandalorian. It's a little bit more dull. It doesn't seem as shiny, but overall I think it looks really great. Off with the helmet. With his helmet off, I think it looks pretty badass too. So as you can see right there, doesn't look weird, like his neck is not too high or anything like that. Still not a big fan of this cape. I just don't like this soft plastic. I wish they would just give us a cloth cape. I think that would be so much better. I wish they would just stop doing this, but this is what it is, man. But overall, I think the paint app looks really great. Like I said, there's minor differences, and I really gotta check out the other Mandalorians to see. But overall, it looks pretty good. Now for the articulation, obviously his head, he could, you know, move side to side. He could look up somewhat, and he could look down. He does have that nice ball joint at the shoulders right there. He does have a elbow joint right there, as you can see, and then of course he does have a joint at the hands, so that's really nice too. So you can kind of do that little tilt right there. Down at the waist, he does have a nice rotation, and then he could definitely arch his back. Bending down, yeah, he can actually do it. It's not too bad, and he does have a nice rotation. He does have this strap that really doesn't hinder too much, so you could move, you know, independently of that strap, which is nice. And then of course he does have a nice ball joint. He does have that upper thigh rotation, and then of course he is rocking a double knee joint, which is really nice. And then my favorite is these ankle joints right there, because they really help you know, kind of balance your figure onto surfaces, you know what I'm saying, when you're trying to display them. But overall, man, I think this figure looks pretty badass. Like I said, there is minor differences here and there, but I think overall, man, it looks pretty damn sick. I think the paint app on this child is definitely pretty good. I really love it. I really do. I really want to get the old child and kind of like just compare them and see, but I think they spend more time on this paint app. Too bad it's not fully articulated. It's like semi-articulated, but overall, man, I think it's a great set. I really love it. Got tons of accessories, so it's a really awesome one, and I can't wait to see the vintage collection version of this, of course. And I don't know why we didn't get the little ice cream storage unit, but we'll see what happens. But anywho, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the support, and I will definitely talk to you guys in the next video.